Hello everyone. Daily Race C EU account. I'm not driving that Lamborghini for the race. I've improved the time. We're in the top 10 stars with the Lamborghini. A 53.4. Now the potential lap time was a 53.1, but I couldn't do any longer. I did about an hour and a bit, and that was enough for me on time trial. I could not do any more, and that was this morning when I did that. So I haven't been back on since, but I'm going to drive the Golf for the race. Got the two new hard drives. Hiya Phil, hiya Motorsport Gamer, Quentin J, PT Lobo. Hello everyone. Got the two new hard drives. I've got to do so much. Got to do so much stuff to sort it out. I've also got this. It came today. It's only a little thing that I got for the. I haven't even opened it yet. To be fair, it's for the when I do my track guides. We're gonna put the camera onto the steering wheel. So what I've done, I had to buy, instead of, I was resting it on boxes and it was moving around. So I've got a little tripod thing. I haven't even opened this yet, so I don't even know what this is like. Oh yeah, so let's see, that should extend to about 3 foot. So it will go from the ground and go to about there. And I can have it just pointing at the camera. I mean, at the steering wheel face. Although, that's if the steering wheel lasts much longer. A word of warning. If you follow me on Twitter, you would have probably have seen this already. But after the time trial today, I had a little look at my wheel and I was like, what's going on there? Like, on my wheel face, it started to crack down with the actual rim of the face. And one of the buttons is coming loose where it's cracked. So I don't know what's going to happen. Anything could happen on stream. The wheel could come off. Who knows? But we'll see what happens. Right, let me enter this race and have a warm up in the Golf. At least I'll be starting towards the front end now anyway, because I'm in the top 10. The GTR. It's not a bad car. No, I think it's just due to when I grip the wheel, I grip it really like I kind of grip really tight sometimes when I'm like holding, when you feel like you're gonna lose control. And I think I like kind of like move it a bit. And also I tightened the bolts on the front rim about, it must have been a few months ago. And I don't know whether I've over tightened one side more than the other, and it's like pushing in. Yeah, Fanatec is gonna happen. Obviously, once I can't get it yet, I've got to, because all the money from the donations I won't get that until the end of January. So I'm gonna probably order it just after Christmas in a sale and put it on the Visa card, so that obviously, and then pay it off when it comes through. But yeah, I've got to wait until I can do it so that it clears it, obviously. But yeah, we're going to try and get Fanatec. I want Fanatec, but it all depends on funds, obviously, because I've had to spend that £100 on, well, over £100 on the hard drives. And I bought that as well. If I have to get the Thrustmaster GT, I will get it, but I would rather get a Fanatec. But we'll see how it goes. Right, let me warm up in this. The Lambo all the way to the front, 5 to the front for the Lambo, because even then it just flies through the corners. So, tell you what, I can understand why that Lamborghini's been quick, because when I first did my first lap, I was like, how the hell do you drive this Lambo? And then 5 minutes later, I was like, I'm getting there now. And then literally about, I think it was my 8th lap, I beat the Golf's time, and I was like, whoa, this Lambo's not too bad. And then you start seeing that, like, it's not got as much in 6th gear as the Golf, but through the first corner, it carries so much more speed than the Golf can. It's insane. It is a really good car for hot lapping, but I don't think it's going to be particularly good in the race. That's why I'm not going to try it for the race, because of the tyres. It'll kill the tyres. Did I beat your time? What? Oh, on race A now. I haven't even been on that. I wanted to improve race C. There's a challenge for you. Crazy. Race C, 153.4. Stream that and beat that. I mean, there's potential to get 53.1, so... But I have got no motivation to spend hours on time trial. It's not for me, that. Yeah, it's a tyre wear, though, because it's soft tyres. I don't know how it's going to... yeah. I'm not sure. I don't think it'll be as good as the Golf. Plus the fuel. The fuel's not as good as the Golf. Right, I'm going to have to take a little bit of... I need to actually do 2 laps here just to get used to this car again. Through here is where I find the Golf a lot better than the Lamborghini. The Lamborghini's so tricky through that little section there. Hitting the walls. I find, I don't think the Lamborghini's better than the Golf on fuel, to be brutal. I don't know, but I wouldn't expect it to be if you're short shifting the the problem with the Lamborghini is if you short shift it, it's nowhere near as fast as it is if you rev it. It's faster being revved all the way to the end. Whereas the Golf is equally as fast, pretty much half shifting it. I was only joking about challenging you to doing the race C, you know, Crazy. You don't need to do... Oh, God. I was winding you up, mate. It's going to take me a while to get used to this again now, because I was driving the Lamborghini this morning. You might be able to save more by short shifting, but it won't be as fast because the Lamborghini's just not got the straight line speed when you short shift it. I noticed it when I was I tested that in the time trial, and the Lamborghini was nowhere near as fast when you half shift it. It was way off speed. This might be a bit of a tricky race, because I feel like I'm in like the Lamborghini mind of how to drive the track now. This is where the Lamborghini's a little bit trickier but faster than the Golf. It gets less understeer. It gets a little bit of oversteer though, that's the only thing. Okay, so we need to improve again. I'm not worried about the red timer because I'm not going to beat the Lamborghini time, I don't think. Just trying to get warmed up with the Golf again. I think you can brake later with the Lamborghini also. I think the Lamborghini's got a bit better brakes on it. That's no way a penalty. What? Yeah, I'm not even. I'm just warming up. I'm not worried about the laps. I'm just trying to get warmed up with the car. Just trying to get through as many corners as I can. Okay, this is just going to be a warm-up race, I think. Oh, very fast lobby. We've got some stream snipers going on here. This will be a good race, actually. Is. Yeah, see how it drives. I might try it at some point. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, it's cold. Can't even got me drink on the radiator. Yeah, I'll see how that Lamborghini is in the race. I might try it. I need to get back. The thing is, though, you need to like have a good warm up with the Lamborghini. I think because it is a tricky car. I'm dreading sorting out the PC. I literally just sorted that. I had to just create the files for the Elgato, and that took me about 10 minutes just to do. Oh god, gonna be painful. Got to download all the games, recreate all the folders and everything. Pain. Oh god. Cold, isn't it? Enjoy your walk. Oh. Might snow in the morning. Right, let's hope the wheel doesn't come off. That'll be a start. Next week, race A Tokyo Central in a loop. Race C Tokyo Expressway East outer loop. Oh my god. I mean, that's just a bit too, like, you know. I understand new track, obviously, whatever, but this week, but there's no need to, like, do too much of it, is there? Let's just try and hold on. Very fast drivers in front, so I'm going to take probably a couple of races to warm up as well. Because we're driving the Lamborghini, it feels totally different to this car. Try and get back into the rhythm with this car. Oh no, what is a cat doing? Let's get the fuel gauge on. Fuel safe, I think. That's going to be probably the best tactic, I think. I nearly messed that up. Just saved it from hitting the wall. Burn some fuel now and hope he doesn't go for a dive on the inside. Don't do that. I had to back out because of them and he's just... You move over. Come on, I've got to go through there as well. Trying to squeeze me into the pit entry. Exit, sorry. Right. I don't really want to be... I'm having to use a bit of fuel to get back in that slipstream, which I don't really want to do. Oh, I think I caught it. Yep. Ah, I didn't want to cut that. That's annoyed me for doing that. So the pace hasn't been that fast really yet, which makes me think they're fuel saving quite a lot. It's in the wrong gear then. So 48, a bit more. I can't work that fuel. Exactly the same as Steve Gaming. I'm gonna just a bit more. I don't want to go too aggressive. Oh, he jumped me, but he's got 5 seconds worth of penalty. I hope he can keep up with them. I'm having that inside, I don't care. He's let it go. I need to get in that slipstream. I don't want to fall back. I didn't want to... I feel like he wasn't going to be able to keep up with them then. So P4's made a mistake. This is so tactical because it's not a good idea to try and pass them yet. Whoa, whoa, why did you lift that much there? Jesus. It's going to be awkward to try and get rid of the penalty though. Whoa! Hit the wall. That's not... Oh my God, I'm so annoyed. Oh, sorry, I didn't even see him there. Oh, for God's sake. Oh well. It was going well. Six seconds worth of penalty as well. I wouldn't mind, but when I hit the wall, he spun me and it's given me... I know like it was my fault I hit the wall obviously, but I don't think I deserve the 5-second penalty for that. And this is annoying now because I've not got the fuel to really drive aggressive. Oh, I've got to be careful with the fuel here. Getting very I need to do more saving. I didn't put enough fuel in really. I need to get in that slipstream a bit more. Oh, it's poor through there. I'm going to probably lose quite a lot of places here with this penalty as well. I can't. Ah, this is I'm going to have to do fuel saving. Too many errors. It'll have to be a warm-up race this and then try and hope for a better race on the next one. Turn up game volume. No one else has said that. Is anyone else feel like the game volume needs to go up higher? I'll wait to see what other people say first. Okay, I'll do it in a minute. I don't know why that, unless it's dropped with, all my settings had changed again when I came back onto this before. When I came back onto the Streamlabs, so I get an SR down because he rams me in the middle of the corner. Okay. I'm going to have to try and use their slipstream because I don't think I'm going to get to the end. What a disaster. Has he run out of fuel? Steve Gaming run out of fuel there? Oh my god. Ah, nearly got safe. Right, well, let me have a little look because possibly it moved a bit because it looks like I think I had it about there before. Is that any better? It's never been any higher than that though. Definitely not. Yeah, it must have only moved a little bit. I might have knocked it with the mouse somehow. Can you greet me? What do you mean? I don't get you. Oh, that was unfortunate. Sorry to Steve Gaming there for hitting the wall in front of him. That's frustrating. We would have had a very good end to that race, I think. And it looks like Steve Gaming ran out of fuel as well, so it would have been probably between myself and Firestorm, but that one mistake. Oh well. I missed a call. No, it's not your fault, Steve. It was my fault for hitting the wall. I clipped the wall and then the rear started to go anyway, and then when you just like obviously tapped me because you couldn't react, it just sent me completely. It was a good race up to then as well, but it doesn't matter. It's my fault. I can't work out what the fastest way is because I've been on the 15 minutes 40 by driving aggressive without fuel saving, but then you can't do that when you got someone behind you because you just give them too much fuel to save. Go again. That'll hopefully have warmed me up a bit anyway. Steve, did you run out of fuel, by the way, Steve? If you're still there. Yeah, I've seen before. Tokyo Central in a GRX. So that'll be oh my god, you know what that's gonna be, don't you? You know what race A is gonna be. Is it a car provided or a single make? I'm guessing that's gonna be the electric car. Oh god, that'll be fun. Race B, Lego Meteor, GP track. Group 3. And race C, Tokyo East Outer. Is Tokyo East Outer? That's not the new track, is it? Why are they doing another Tokyo track that's not even a new track? Why? Like, if it was the other variation, like, of this one, I'd say fair enough, you know, let us do that for a week, because I would quite like that other one as well. But, no one wants to do that other Tokyo one for a whole week again. I mean, so a lot of open lobbies then next week, I take it. So I'm not doing that one. I probably won't even do that race. I'm not interested in that. It wasn't your fault, Steve. It was my fault, so you don't need to apologise. Tokyo. Tokyo? 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 Either way. I think he must have run out of fuel, because I don't think the Lamborghini's got the fuel ability that the Golf has. Oh god. Slurp him. Tokyo. Sorry. I should say Tokyo. But you can't be... Come on, that's not good enough. For 156, where are you? I mean, you might be looking at this. Where are you? What did you do? 156. Right, there you are there. You're 145th on my friends list. I like this version of the Tokyo track and the other new one. Look how crazy this is. This just shows you how competitive the friends list is on here. Out of I'm 7th in the top 10 stars and 5th on my friends. So, and out of the top 10 stars, I think 7. I think that 7 of the 6 of the drivers in the top 10 are all on my friends list. Very good lap by Manuel Rodri as well in the Hurricane. Hurricane. It's actually Tokyo, isn't it? Actually Tokyo, I would think. You did a 53.9. There you are. You're 16th. No, that just doesn't surprise me. Look at his right. I'm not being nasty to him, but after what he did to me in that race, this really does not surprise me of Burrs. That is, he's a B-rated driver with a C-rated SR. That really doesn't surprise me at all. C-rated SR. That's because he just makes too many like silly mistakes. Considering that he has been S-rated before as well. The Lambo all the way to the front. Oh yeah, Burrs took me out, Calcer, the other week. Like, it was on stream. I was just going into the corner, and I just felt this massive whack from behind. I looked behind, and you know who it was. I knew who it was before I even said before he did it. I went, "Don't do it, Burrs," and he literally just went straight into the back of me. I was like, "Oh well, Burrs things, isn't it?" That was a good start to that. "37-second penalty?" Nah. I mean, to be fair, I didn't even rage that much. Well, I did a little bit, but not... I kind of expected it from him, and that kind of makes sense. Yeah, let's hope for a better race, and let's hope I'm still in. Let's hope my SR's still okay, because I think I lost a bit of SR in that. Because when I spun, I got an SR, a big SR down when you then hit me, because I got a 5-second penalty for it. So I don't know whether I'm still in the top split. Who knows? That corner there is where the Lamborghini is well better. That long right-hand corner, the Lamborghini can go through that corner and stay on the power so much easier. The Lamborghini's a beast house around here. That's what I qualified with. You should try it. It's so good on this track. I actually really... do you know what? When I first tried it, I was like, ugh. I said earlier in the stream, like, as I did lap after lap, I started understanding the Lamborghini and the abilities and what you've got to do. It carries so much speed through the corner if you just lift and let it coast for a bit and then hard on the accelerator, and it flies through the corners. Really suits this track though, the Lamborghini. I thoroughly enjoyed driving it. It's probably one of my favorite cars to drive recently, because on this track it feels really nice. That was a bit better. A 52.7. That in the Lamborghini. It wouldn't surprise me though, because my potential was at a 53.1, and that was without, like, that was only the laps I completed. There was definitely a 52 in it this morning when I was on it. It's just Them corners there is where I was like constantly messing it up, because the Lamborghini's a little bit tricky at getting on the power through them corners. When you like get it right, it flies through there, but a slight, you know, even 1% too much throttle on it, and it spins it out nearly. I've got a rate dropping. I've got no drop frames at all. It's stable. So unless it was just the refresh it, see if it's just the YouTube, because it's not even dropped 0.0. Yeah, it would normally say 0.4 if it's dropped a slight frame, but it's not dropped any in here. It's in. I think it'll be okay in the race. I've been dropped, haven't I? Yeah, I'm in the drop split. Oh no, we've got aircon behind us. I'm not the biggest fan of P2. I just hope he drives clean, because he can drive a little bit overly aggressive. Yeah, so I've gone below 90 with that last race because of that. When I hit the wall and the driver behind has hit me, my SR's dropped below 90 because of the penalty was a 5-second penalty. They need to just like, they need to kind of make a few adjustments on the because that was the only contact I had with someone else, pretty much. I think there was one other when I accidentally cut across someone, but that was it through the whole race. Unless I was already quite low, but I don't know. Was I already below light? I might have already been quite low. That's the point. Oh well. I mean, this is it's just pathetic though. What? I don't want to be racing. Look, and Ercon's left, so I've now got a race against 1 minute 57 people. It's like they need to come up with something better, I think, for these lobbies of how to do it. So at least this can be a practice race. I'll try and get some good lap times, try and drive it clean, and then join the next race. We're going to do a few more races anyway. I just don't. It's just not fun really to be driving in a race where you know you're 4 seconds quicker than P2 in qualifying. Oh well. I mean, this isn't the matchmaking. This is because I've dropped SR. If you go on Kudos Prime, you'll see that I've dropped below 90. It must have gone either below 90 or 80. It's probably between 80 and 90 because this is the in-between split. You'll see the still S-rated SR, but it means you've dropped below 90. This is where people get confused with FIA when you get put into random lobbies. It's not the matchmaking's fault. It's because you have dropped below 90 SR, and that's why these lobbies happen. So it's my fault it's happened because obviously the mistake I made. But I wish there was a way they could try and like alter it somehow. It's not really a good race for me. It's just a bit boring, to be fair. Because when I first started doing FIA, I had a lobby where I was in one like this, and I didn't know why it had happened. And it's all because of your SR. That's not what I wanted to do. Turn 1 and give him a chance at a dive bomb into turn 2. I'm going to go defensive here just to make sure he doesn't even think about it. Where's he gone? I don't get what happened then. I'll read that in 1 second. Badder Norman donated £2 through Super Chat. Won't be on for long. Thought I'd start the train. Thank you very much, mate. I appreciate that donation. Thank you very much. And I need to not get you confused with Badaman. That was so confusing the other night. I was like, hang on a minute. What's going on here? We just do 2/3 shifting pretty much through the whole race, I think. I'm not trying fuel map in 6, no. No point doing that, it's so slow, it's just too slow. I might as well just get some practice for the next race when I come up against them, because if I stay away from them, I keep the race clean, I keep my SR clean, and then I move back up into the top split race with obviously the higher ranked SR drivers. Or play high racing, mate. Well, the competition's real on this, to be brutally honest. I mean, it's just that iRacing doesn't drop you out of top splits like this. This has like multiple ways to drop you out of a top split, depending on your SR as well as your drive rating. I mean, iRacing proves that what iRacing does prove is that GT Sports SR system is way too harsh. You know, you don't drop out of tops. You don't drop your license through one bad race. It's way too harsh. I mean, top split FIA races on GT Sport are just as competitive as iRacing. Top, like, I think some of the hardest races I mean, the race spot race I did on iRacing once was quite competitive, but I still think the FIA race was, the top 24 races are harder. Because obviously race spot races, you tend to get a little bit more like competition in them. But I've never done the endurance races where the real like that's when it gets really competitive. I don't know why I hit the wall just then. I think I might have been reading the chat or something. And I can't play iRacing at the moment anyway, because I haven't downloaded it again, obviously with the hard drive issues. So I'm going to get that all sorted tonight, try and get all the stuff downloaded, and then I've got to go through all the files and set everything back up, which is going to be so much fun. I can't wait to just like sit there creating file names and stuff and folders. Oh yes, I can't wait. We do open lobbies quite a lot, Ricky Forrest. It's just, I try and vary it, to be honest. Tonight's just going to be race C though, pretty much. I started the stream late, obviously, because I was installing the hard drive onto the PC. Not a very good lap, that. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's too deep into that corner. Should be able to rescue it now because I can get on the power a bit better through here now. I'm so used to the Lamborghini through that corner just being able to plant it and just fly out of it. Obviously the tyre wear with this at the moment is not helping, but I'm guessing the Lamborghini on lap 4 is probably a little bit trickier through there as well. Right. Go. Mustang's okay, not as good as not brilliant though, because it's a lot of fast corners. Mustang's a little bit better in the slower corners, so it won't be a bad car here, but it just won't be as good as the Golf and the Ford GT and stuff like that, or the Lamborghini, obviously. I was wondering what the Jag would be like around here, because I know the Jag's really fast in a straight line, but it's the tyre wear with the front tyres. It will kill the front tyres, so in the race I presume it's going to lose a lot of time, but the time trial, I was wondering what it would be like. Yeah, 54s would be easy. I mean, most cars can get low 54s. Even the Porsche can get a 54.34, something like that, maybe lower. Most cars can get low 54s at this track. I would think that a lot of the majority of cars would probably sneak into a 53. I knew that would be a penalty. I'm guessing Calso will vary it, but for this track, I'm guessing he uses a lot of minus quite to the front with the Lamborghini, because that's what I found. I went all the way to the front, 5 to the front for this track. Penalties, not for corner cuts. They don't really affect your SR. It's more contact ones are the ones that affect your SR more so. I don't think time penalties do anything for your SR, but they never used to, because at the Red Bull Ring, when we used to do the run wide, get a penalty, and then get rid of it, I never lost any SR doing that at all. Yeah, it's a bit of a weak lobby, so we're in that very weird lobby. It's weird though that you get put in these lobbies when it's always just like one SS rated driver and the rest are just DS. It's like, where are the B and the A's that are in this bracket? There must be a few. It'll be more than 30 seconds at the end. Not driving like that, it won't. Yeah, if you hit the walls and get a penalty, then I think that might affect it. But for corner cuts, I don't think they affect. Corner cuts don't affect your SR. Well, I know they don't because of the Red Bull ring. Everyone just used to when it used to at turn 2 or turn 3 technically. When the game used to get rid of your penalty, you used to get a penalty and get rid of it, and it never affected your SR at all. And you were getting like a penalty every lap. Golf. Yeah. We're in the Golf. If I had known I would have gone in this race, and I knew that it was going to happen, I would have picked the Lamborghini just to try it out. But I didn't know I was going to get dropped. I should have checked on Kudos before I entered it, but... I haven't really driven a good lap yet. I think I've been reading the chat too much. There's not really been much need to worry about pushing too hard anyway, to be fair. I'm not using the Mustang and not in a top split race. It'll get destroyed. The front tyre wear, it will just kill the front tyres. Yeah, 89. One more. If I would have had 90, I would have been in the top split. This city course is probably one of the best on the game, though, to be fair. I love this track, I've got to be honest. I like both the new tracks. I think they're some of my favourite fictional tracks that have been added. These, I really like the flow of them. I've been saving more fuel than I need, I think. I've just been short shifting because I've been reading the chat. You're going on Forza soon. Oh, good luck. I mean, I don't mind. Do you know what? If Forza was playable on a wheel and they had matchmaking, it'd be alright. But the fact that you just get so many random races, like you just get rammed pretty much every 5 seconds on that game. Not for me, that. No, we won't lap him. He's just got it. I think he's just ahead enough. He spawned, so we did lap him. Yeah, I could have used a bit more fuel. 2% fuel still left. You see how slow the race time was, a 47, because I wasn't really pushing hard enough, but... The fuel warning doesn't bother me one bit. Not in my view, it doesn't affect me, but people that use the chase camera, it does, because you're up higher, it ends up being right on the apex, but it doesn't bother me one little bit on my view. I should have got rid of the penalty, shouldn't I? But oh well. Yeah, it doesn't bother me, Coaster, but I think it depends on what view you use. I don't know what view you use, to be fair. Yeah, I mean, they can update. The problem with Forza is it's the base physics are not right for a wheel. They're just not. Every single Forza I've tried since, like, I've tried Forza 6 and 7 recently, and they're both the same. The physics are not right. Even Forza Horizon, you can tell it's playable for Forza Horizon on a wheel. It's just you can tell that there's something not right with the wheel. The games, the whole, like, the main physics behind it just don't suit the wheel. I'd love them to change it and add matchmaking, but not. I just don't know. I always find the handling on Forza a little bit more on the arcade side. GT Sport's come on a long way, I think, with its physics compared to Forza. I mean, it's proof that I can go on iRacing and back to GT Sport, and I can do it without much hassle. It doesn't really bother me. Let's come out of there. Let's hope that I'm back up into the top split now anyway. I should be. Let's just check it. Don't know. I've lost a bit of driver rating in that other race as well, I think. $97. Oh yeah, we got there. We're in the. Okay, it's just that driver rating back down to 72,000 off. Oh my god. I hate getting it. Do you know what this is? I know I keep saying it, but I wish they'd just unrestrict that drive rating, because I find it a little bit unfair that you're stuck on 75k constantly. You can't go any higher. You win 30 races. Say you win 30 races in a row, and you're still going to be on 75k. Then you get hit. Say you imagine you get hit and you come 10th or 12th in a lobby with other, like, lower rated drivers. You lose like 2-3k straight away. But you've just won 30 races. They should just not, like, unrestrict it. Let us just go as high as we can. Let's just see who the real top drivers are with, like, the most consistent driving, because that's where you're going to see consistency and the fastest drivers. And I think it'll bring back a lot of the other drivers as well, especially if they then say, right, we're going to unrestrict the driver rating and we're going to have a competition at Spa or whatever, and 30 of the highest rated drivers will get invited to it from all over the world. Imagine everyone hammering daily races. It would just make everyone back on the game again. My opinion, but oh well. They ain't going to do it because I don't think they'll listen to stuff like that. There must be a way of them unrestricting that. I don't see why they couldn't do it. What's the place I need to get to raise my DR? I'm stuck at AS for years. What do you mean? Are you A plus? Are you A plus S? The only way you can get to S is through the FIA. You can't get S rated unless you do the FIA. That would open room for sharing account details. Why? I don't see why that would make a difference. Why would that open room for sharing account details? Because you could do that now anyway. I mean, everyone can share account details now. They based a lot of the competitions off drive ratings so far. .55 my wheel settings. They're just 5.5. That's all I default 5.5. I don't change anything. It's just what it was when I started playing it. Yeah, FIA is in the FIA Championship Series. You've got to come in the top 10 with your manufacturer or the top. I think it's 200 or something like that. It's fairly. It's not that hard. If you're an A+ rated driver, you should be able to get S rated fairly simply. It's just simple in FIA. I don't get you. That would mean that 3 people could drive day and night on one account. Well, but what benefit would that do the other person though that wants to race their account and get I'm not being funny, but I wouldn't trust anyone else racing on my account, because if they had a bad race and knocked it down, I'd be fuming. So I don't think that would be the case, because and why would someone who's good race with someone else when they could be increasing their own account? I don't think people would do that. I think the competitive side would take over from that, if I'm brutally honest. Like, I don't think Lightning's going to go on someone else's account and say, I'm going to race yours instead of mine. He wouldn't do it. I don't think that would happen, to be brutally honest. Not with the top drivers, I don't think. No, you're not in the top 50, mate. Not with a 156. You were about 100 and... On my friends list, I think you were, what, like 100 and something, was it? I don't know. You need to be in the... I think to be in the top 50, you need to be in 54s, I think. On my friends list. You pay to have it increased, but then you could say you could do that now. Someone could say, "Oh, I'll pay you to increase mine." For the World Tour events are based off driver rating now. So, but you're gonna look like like, I'm not being funny, but imagine what an idiot you're gonna look like when you get there. If you're really a B-rated driver and you're at this World Tour event with some of the fastest drivers in the world, and you're there hitting walls and bouncing around and 10 seconds a lap slower, you're not going to do it, are you? Because you're going to look stupid. So I don't think that would... Why it wouldn't benefit anyone for doing that, really. Yeah, English only in the chat. I ain't got a clue what any other language is. Can't speak any other language. I can say bonjour in French. That's about it. Stupid penalty. Doesn't really matter, like, but this is a corner I need to get as fast as the Lamborghini. That wasn't too bad, to be fair. I don't really know anyone from Ireland on the game, but Je m'appelle Kieran. About it. About as much as my French knowledge. I know a few other ones. I know a couple of swear words. That's about it. My best friend at primary school, one of my best friends, used to be French. He was like came over from France, and I still didn't learn any French. The only ones I learned was like the odd swear word. J'habite à la Roncorn, is it? I live in Roncorn. J'habite. Oh, what's going on with this? Phil Denty donated £2 through Super Chat, but they do though, don't they? I'm not Scouse, seriously. Am I? You're not Scouse, really, are you? I'm not. Well, you do probably sound a bit like one, but... I mean, the thing with it... Oh, Police Experience is pretty high ranked. I don't know. He's always been about an A or A+ rated driver anyway. Thank you very much as well for that donation, Phil. I appreciate that. The problem, this is the thing with these, with what's going on now, with like none of the top drivers doing well. I mean, saying that now, as going into a lobby in P4 when we're P7 in the top 10, we got some good drivers in here though. This is going to be Twizzy, very very good driver, Firestorm, very good driver, and MRCV. So let's hope we can have a good race this time. Let's hope it goes well. Zany Wabbit, oh, 2 donations. Random Deviation donated €2.29 through Super Chat. Love your content. Have a great Xmas, mate. Thank you very much for that donation, and I'll try and have a great Christmas. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Zany Wabbit donated £2. £2 through Super Chat. Calm down, calm down. Barry Gary Terry. Thank you very much for that donation, Zany. I appreciate that. So this should be a good race, to be fair. But if I just try not to make any mistakes, that's going to be the main thing. I'll be, to be honest, P4 and with this race, I'll be quite happy with, to be fair. I think it's a lot of this race now is just about slipstreaming. A lot of luck involved with slipstreaming. That's the only thing I don't like about the track, is the slipstreaming element of it, and the fuel saving in the slipstream. Clockwork GTS donated £1.99 through Super Chat. Come on, lad. The Scouse thing. I'm not Scouse. I'm from. Do you know what? I was born. I was born in Dartford and used to live 10 minutes from Brands Hatch. I used to live just round the corner from Brands Hatch in a village called Vigo Village. That's where I used to live. It's like 10-minute drive to Brands Hatch. I used to be able to hear the cars sometimes when it was like obviously like proper high-pitched open wheel cars on. Is he talking to you? Alright, let's see how this goes. Need to try and just not pick up a penalty. So that's what I need to avoid on that chicane, is avoid just cutting that corner a little bit too much. Where Rotham is. Bear in mind, if when I lived in Kent, I was like, I moved back up to north. I moved up north when I was 7, so I don't know many places down there. I know like Dartford and that. I've been back down there, but yeah, Vigo Village was where I used to live. I've ran round Brands Hatch before on a charity thing when I was 7. Only the indie track though. It wasn't the full track. So, right, let's just hope for a clean race. Someone's got a penalty. So it looks like we might be driving this one a bit more aggressive. I need to get on that slipstream before I lose it. Although they're going to start battling in a minute. This looks a little bit like chaos about to happen. I'm losing that slipstream because I'm just not close enough to pick it up properly. Which means I can't fuel save as well, which is a bit frustrating. That'll help, they're battling. Wow, so much understeer behind Twizzy then. This is really hard because I just don't know whether to fuel save or what, or... I just got to avoid that understeer through there when you're close to someone's really horrible. Oh, nearly lost it. That's give P5 the chance to get back in the slipstream, that. Right, let's go back into mixture 2 for this bit here. I don't think I've saved enough fuel. I reckon Twizzy's saved the most here. He's been right up the slipstream all the time. I've been a little bit too far back, really. Yeah, I've not saved enough. I'm gonna get overtook by a few here. Oh, what do? I'm gonna just on the fuel and just try and get in the slipstream. I've on the fuel because I'm gonna have to try and stay in the slipstream. Right, he's picked up a penalty there. Oh, Firestorm, I am so sorry. Go, 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 sorry. 5-second penalty. I'm not going to overtake him. That was my fault. I would boost him, but I don't want to give him a penalty. I don't want to give him risk giving him SR drop or penalty or anything. I'll just give him a boost. I'll read that notification out in a bit. I'm so annoyed at myself for hitting him then. Slipstream caught me out then. I'm just going to risk knocking my SR down for the sake of getting him closer to them. That's, no, Scruffy, so many mistakes. That's lost it now. I've lost the slipstream. What an idiot. Driving Scruffy through there then. I haven't even got the fuel to burn. That's a problem. I can't, again, because I tried to underfuel. I can't risk revving it out. I'm going to have to just try and use a little bit less through this section with this. I don't get how the Lamborghini can brake so late there compared to the Golf when it goes slower down the straight. I mean, when the Golf's actually going slower, because the Lamborghini carries more speed through the corner. I'll read that notification out when I get a chance as well. Right, Pens donated £5.49 through Super Chat. Thank you very much for that donation, mate. I appreciate that very much. Thank you very much. No message with it, but I appreciate your donation. Fuel is going to be an issue here. We've got a no stopper up here as well. And he's going to have to save so much fuel, I think. Unless he tried the undercut somehow. I don't really know. That's better through there. I'm just having to short shift though through every corner because the fuel's still not there. 1.9, I've got to do more. That's not a bad lap though, considering I'm doing a lot of fuel saving. This is so frustrating because like they're there, but I can't floor it to get near them. I've got a short shift. I've got no other option, or I'm not going to make it to the finish. Again, that was my fault for hitting Firestorm. I apologise to him. I'll send him a message after this. I think you've got to literally, in that first stint, you've got to sit in their slipstream and just don't fall out of it. Stay within 3-4 attempts to save all the fuel. That's the part of me that wants the Thrustmaster GT, so I don't have to mess around with the buttons. It's just a little dial. I'm still a bit short of fuel. I'm gonna have to just go into some like higher gears midway through corners and stuff and just try and save the fuel. I'm only gonna get P5, but that is my error, so I might as well consolidate this P5. And cold tires. Yeah, losing a lot of time on this lap now because I'm having to do so much fuel saving, but I'm still only 3 seconds behind the leader even. It's frustrating because maybe I should have put more, if I wouldn't have put more fuel in though, if I would have put more fuel in, I wouldn't have got in the slipstream. I'd rather have races like this though with fast drivers though than like the previous one. Right, let's get rid of the big massive penalty. At least we got P5 anyway. I couldn't drive like it was nicked. I wish I could have floored it, but I didn't have the fuel. Drive it like a rent-a-car. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I could have put more fuel in, but then I would have dropped back by 3 seconds, and then you've got no slipstream. So, good job by Firestorm. Then apologies to him. I need to send. I mean, he didn't lose a massive amount of time. I think he only lost about, what was it, about 6 tenths to a second at most. I don't think it affected him massively. It just lost him the slipstream for a bit. Yeah, I mean, we won one before on the... it's going to be hard to win a race tonight because you've got a lot of faster drivers that are starting in front of us. And one thing I don't like doing is being in too close to a car in front in case they make a mistake, and I don't like the understeer you get. I need to say sorry to. Where is he? Ah, I'm gonna go again anyway. Let's do it again. Hopefully these are gonna stay in here doing these races because it's gonna make it more entertaining. I feel like I lose speed on this. Like the other day I was doing 54.6s and 8s in the race, and now I'm not even getting that. I think the Lamborghini driving that's affected me as well. Because that car is just so different how you drive it. Right. Let's enter this. Your waitress told you to F off after you asked for a cup of tea. I haven't been dirty. I made a mistake that took someone out. Steve. That wasn't my fault though. It wasn't like I deliberately took him out, Calster. I made the mistake, hit a wall, and then Steve came into back of me. That's not really my fault. I didn't deliberately do that. I didn't deliberately take Firestorm out. It was just a slipstream. Flowers. Right. Got 7 minutes. I need to start getting used to this car again. I need to. Maybe I should have used a. I might do if we do this on another stream again because obviously I've got no videos to upload at the moment with having no hard drives. So I might go. I might do it with the Lamborghini on one night. Let's just have a little look, see if we're racing at the moment. Alexonio, everything's got himself up higher as well now, so I'm P9. David Perrell's improved as well in Huracan. I should really go back on, shouldn't I, and improve my time? I might. I just can't sit there on the time trial. It bores me. It just bores me too much to sit on the time trial doing that. I think a lot of people have spent quite a lot of time on the time trial for this one, but I just after 45 minutes, I'm starting to get way too bored doing time trial, and this is why I wish they'd just go through to the iRacing way of doing the qualifying, like the FIA, because you get in a situation where someone who's just willing to sit there all day gets the better lap because they're just willing to sit there and qualify on time trial all day. I'm not a fan of that. I'd rather it be a proper qualifying session with pressure, and having to put the lap in when it counts. It wasn't lit, to be fair. It's just a fire starter. Put money on him, babe. Right. Let me, I'm just gonna go to the toilet before we start this race. Tighten the wheel up as well. Still, at least that bolt's worked. Since I put that bolt in, though, that crack's appeared, though. I mean, it could. I don't even know if that button works anymore now. I have no idea. Right, let me go for a wee and then I'll do this race. Okay. Right. Let's hope I can stay in the slipstream. But this is one issue I always have, is when I'm really close to a car, I find it hard to deal with the understeer you get. So the Golf in qualifying can do that in 6th gear. That's interesting. Ah, no. Messed it up. But even then, that has so far been the Lamborghini through that part of the track. I was getting with the Lamborghini. What was I getting? A 53.4 or something like that through there. Ah, what's happened here? Has Twizzy just come off, or is? Wonder if he's I wonder if some people have had like contact in the race and been dropped down. The Ferrari is one car I was thinking of. It might be an alright car here, but then I realised they do something to the BOP on the Ferrari not long ago. They took power off it, didn't they? If they hadn't took the power off that Ferrari, the Ferrari would have been a very fast car in time trial around here. Firestorm doesn't win. I'm just worried about, again, hope he got disconnected before, but P3, I don't know. I always have he seems to dive bomb a lot of the time, so just hope I hope he races clean. Is the G29 good? Yeah, it's a good wheel. One of the best wheels you'll get for the price. You can't really go wrong with a G29 in my opinion, especially for other games as well, like Project Cars, Assetto Corsa, even on the PC. I find that he dives a lot. He like dives into gaps which from like 500 yards back, but we'll see. I have had clean races with him. It's just he's not Bears bad, not even close, but we'll see. I know I've seen. I don't know if is it Ercon that's done it to Tijni as well. I'm sure he's done it to Tijni as well. Yeah, for the price that you're paying for the G29, you're not going to get a wheel as good as that for that type of price. If you're going to buy a wheel, I'd wait till after Christmas because it'll probably come back down in price again. I don't know. My guess is it might be on sale again and be like 139 or something like that. I'd be patient with it, mate. It might even go cheaper. 129. It did go down to 129 the other week on Black Friday. I kind of want Firestorm to go for it so we can get out of the slipstream of Urcom. Erkan or whatever his name is. $500 RS is totally different force feedback, way different. I prefer the 500 in my view. I'm not a fan of the 300, but it's not a bad wheel, I just don't like the force feedback on it. No! Stayed on that line to get the slipstream. Need to get that slipstream. Yeah, I think he hit the wall then. That might help me. Oh, he nailed that corner though, but I don't know if he skimmed the wall on the exit. No, I hit the wall. Don't seem to get any slipstream from this far back, which is a bit weird. You normally would. He's got rid of the slipstream. That's going to be a pain because now I'm going to come under threat from P3. This is going to mess me up now because these are all going to be getting the slipstream and gaining time. I'm so close to getting it again. we've got to be careful we don't get jumped by... Aircon here is going to be saving so much fuel. That wasn't what I wanted to do. See, like, we're pulling away from him now, but then he's going to get that slipstream and come straight back at me. I need them to battle and, like, drop a bit, maybe a second and a half behind. No, that wasn't very tidy. We've got a better exit than Firestorm, but then not close enough to pick the slipstream up. Ah. I really need to just get that slipstream, but we're in the pits now, and I think we're going to probably get jumped and probably end up down in P4 or 5, maybe. That was so lucky in that pit entry then. See, look how much they've all saved compared to me. They're going to jump us. Loads are going to jump us here. Look how far back I fell. No, I didn't want that. 11 seconds worth of penalties. At least I've got fuel to use now, though. Oh, I swear. And I get a fight. Why do I get the penalty for that? What? Game's a joke, I tell you. I get a penalty for him making a mistake. So if that's the case, why did Steve Gaming not get one before? I'd love to know why Steve Gaming didn't get one before then, if that was the exact same thing that happened then. So full of absolute... You've not pitted yet, mate? You've not pitted? Is this the person that's not pitted, this one here? I don't know if he's pitted or not. Oh no, he has pitted, hasn't he? I've not got a chance now. I've got 5 seconds worth of penalty. It's frustrating though, because like, what was I supposed to do in that situation? What did the game want me to do? I braked. I tried to get out of the way. The logic on the game's so daft sometimes. Come on. Ah, that was a poor exit on that corner. At least I've got fuel anyway. They're not getting that much luck tonight. Oh no. The aircon's struggling now, he hasn't got the slipstream. We're not losing a massive amount of time to P1 either. It's just I'm going to end up at least piece 5, 6, something like that with that penalty. Right, I've got fuel, but I kind of want to get P3 even if it's not... I might not get it technically at the end with the penalty, I just kind of want to get it on track. Look how much Aircon gained by just fuel saving, because his pace hasn't been amazing. He's losing it now just because of the fuel saving, and that's why it bugs me. I wish they'd go to the FIA way for the daily races where it's just all about flat out racing and you don't have to worry about getting undercut because someone's just sat in your slipstream. Parked it on the apex, fair enough. Good driving by him, to be fair. He's running out of fuel. We're only 3 seconds behind P1 also, so... we actually gained a bit on that last stint on P1 on Firestorm. Just that one incident wrecked my race with that. I think it was a driver who hadn't even pitted yet. He lost control, and I pick up a penalty. But there's not much you can do. It's so frustrating. I feel I need to do another one. I just want a race with a bit of luck. It's not been going my way tonight. To be fair, it didn't last night as well in the American lobbies. It was a bit of a disaster. It's so frustrating that driver that decided not to pit came out just there and then lost control in front of me. And then I got a 5-second penalty because he crashed. Alright, let's try again. I'll get my headset on right. David Bodis donated £2 through Super Chat. £2 for luck. Yeah, I need it. It just doesn't seem to be going my way at this track. I seem to be like, if a car spins, it spins right in front of me, and then, do you know what? I wouldn't have minded in that situation. Fair enough, people make mistakes. No issue with that. It's the 5-second penalty that annoyed me. Why do I get a 5-second penalty when they've hit the wall? The game must sense that they've hit the wall and they're spinning. I tried to avoid him, but there was nowhere for me to go. So what? I don't get what the game wants you to do. Baffles me. It's stuff like that that's the annoying part about the game. There's no need for a penalty in that situation for anyone. He shouldn't get a penalty. He's made a mistake. So you know, if you've lost time with a mistake, you shouldn't pick up a penalty, and the driver behind shouldn't get the penalty. This is why I can't wait to stream iRacing, because even when people make mistakes and there's contact, there's no penalties. You get the times warnings, whatever the incidents, but you don't get a penalty for like timed. That's why I like iRacing system, because you might get a ×4 or something. Say you hit someone, or like you spin out of control and there's contact, you'll get a ×4, which you can like kind of think, oh, that's fair enough, but you don't get a time penalty. What you do get is a massive amount of damage also on iRacing. Yeah, you should get another penalty just because you got a penalty. I don't know if I can. If I click on, I'm already on YouTube. I don't want to. I don't want to click on it because I don't know what it'll do to my stream. I need to set. I should have just. I need to check my SR now, because I don't know if my SR's dropped. Let's have a little look on Kudos. So what I'll probably do is because obviously I can't do any videos till at least Monday, Tuesday odd, by the time I've set everything up and got all my files sorted. I might start practicing for Wednesday's FIA race on we could maybe do a stream on Sunday actually, because I'm probably not going to have any videos by Sunday either. I might be able to have one for Monday though now, because I've got a replay that I can save to add on there. It was quite a good race. But I could probably do an open lobby on Sunday for FIA practice. Might as well start it early. I mean, the thing is, though, like, this is why I don't like the whole penalty. Like, this is where the penalty system's wrong for me in general, is you shouldn't get penalties for everything. Like, that's not how racing works. You know, you don't just get a 5-second penalty because you've touched someone into a corner. It doesn't work like that. And that's why I prefer iRacing system. Like, the iRacing penalty system is better than GT Sport. There's no question of that. There is issues with it, obviously, but it's definitely a better system than GT Sport's got. VR. Yeah. I won't get VR because you look like like, if I'm streaming, I'd look like an absolute bell, wouldn't I? Let's be honest. Sitting there with a big thing on my head, and I can't read chat. I can't comment to anyone, so I'm just sat there not having a clue what people are saying. I mean, it'd be good for like a solo experience, maybe for a video, but I think VR needs to come on a bit more first. It needs a bit more improvement. I think it needs to be like PS5, and then it needs to be at least 1080p, like proper 1080p, like you see on the when you're on the TV. Because VR's not as good as what you see on the TV, on the Sony, on the PlayStation VR. That is, on HTC Vive, it's not bad, but even then, it's not as good as what it could be. I wouldn't change a thing. Wish I worked for Polyphony. It's just annoying, like there's so many simple things they could do to this game to make it a better, like, just an endurance race for people to race. Even if they did an endurance race, say they were worried about the amount of people that would enter and stuff like that, why not just have an endurance race every night, like depending on region or something, that starts at 6 p.m. and then it's on again at 9, say like 9 p.m. and it's like a 45-minute race or an hour race. Just 2 a day. You don't have them throughout the day, or even if they have like less frequent, like every 4 hours. Say they have it at like 10 o'clock, 2 p.m., 6 p.m. and then 10 p.m. Just an hour race. And then if it's every 4 hours, you're going to get quite a lot of people enter it. I just think that's, you know, they don't have to be every hour or every, like, constantly on all the time. There's other ways of doing it to create more players in that lobby. Have a little look at this anyway. Check this before the race. Hello, Melipso. Where's my stats? Yeah, but they don't need to do the same times for other like if you were going to do America's regions, you have different times anyway for like an endurance race. You just do like their region times. Now that they've split the regions up, they've got no excuse to do stuff like this, and it makes me wonder if that's why they've done the region split, because they're planning on doing stuff like this a bit more. Who knows? A lot of it was probably to do with the connection though as well. Let me just check this before we do this race. Make sure I'm... Oh, I've been dropped. So that incident where he crashed in front of me has dropped me down below 90 now. Through no fault of my own. One little incident, nothing else in that race, and I lose. This is why I'm getting a bit frustrated with this game. It's so... They've definitely changed the penalty system on the last update again. Because one incident that's not my fault has dropped me down to below 90 now. What? Baffling. So this is going to be a bit of a boring race again, probably. Frustrating. I just don't know what they're thinking of with like the way they're doing the system. Zany Wabbit donated £5 through Super Chat. 1-1 was a racehorse. 2-2 was 1-2. 1-1-1-1 race. 2-2-1-1-2. Wow. I don't know what the hell. I don't know what I've just read, to be honest. Even with 4K HDR, it's super low input lag. What's that you're on about there? Have you got which all right, does it have 12 millisecond input lag with when you've got 4K enabled though? Oh, we've got a fast driver in here, so it could be all right actually. Oh, we got two. Oh, might not be as bad this one because we've got some reasonably fast drivers in here. It could be a three-way battle with the slipstream on this game, so it might be all right. The luck. You know, it's just luck, isn't it? It's just not my night again. It really is not my night. Disconnected. It's definitely. I think it's more. Do you know what? I don't get this issue when I'm not streaming. This is why I need. I think this is one reason why I do need to get the second line sorted at some point in the future because I don't have the disconnect issue when I'm not streaming. It's only when I'm streaming, so it must be based off your connection why you get a disconnect. And I did notice my bars were not all green, whereas normally they're all green. Oh well, that was a bit of a. I don't know what I'm stressed. Let's just see what let's just have a little look at this now. What's the Red Bull Ring in Group 4? I just want to change manufacturer now. I'm bored of racing Porsche. What's the tyre wear for this? Let's have a little look. So it's racing hard tyres. Tyre wear times 12 isn't too bad for racing hard. That's an You getting a black screen when you're racing alone in TT? I have no idea. Probably next year when we can change time actually. I'm trying to figure this out now that times 12 tyre wear with racing hard tyres for 11 laps. The hard tyres will do that on Group 4. What about the fuel consumption? Will times 4? That's a no stopper, that isn't it, for the Cayman? That should be a no stopper, I think, for the Cayman. 100% that's a no stopper for the Cayman, I'm pretty sure. Gotta be. But I don't think a lot of the other cars will be able to. It's a no stopper, yeah. It's definitely a no stopper for the Cayman, but I don't think it'll be a no stopper for like the Lamborghini because the tyres would just be dead. Yeah, your tyres will start suffering a bit at the end, though. I'm guessing in the SLS a little bit probably, specifically on the middle sector, the fast left-hand corners. That's where it'll suffer. And what's the other track? Let's have a little look. So we've got Red Bull Ring on that one. So I don't really need to practice for that too much because I know that track and we've done it. Oh, this is fairly easy, isn't it? What's this one as well? Group 3. What am I doing? Have people been practicing this already? People have been hammering the practice already. What's the tyres for this? It must be racing soft or something. Yeah, racing soft. I'll explain it. Times 10 tyre wear with medium. That'll be quite aggressive. It's definitely going to be the. Yeah, I think the Volkswagen will be the car to use purely because of the fuel and the tyre wear. Yeah, the Australian tracks ain't going to get added to GT Sport. I mean, you've got Bathurst, but that's about it. You ain't going to get any more. They're not. I mean, it's just not going to happen because they're not well enough. They're not known well enough in like it's very unlikely. Like, is it Phillip Island? Phillip Island? Is that in Australia? Or is that, I don't even know where Phillip Island is. Actually, might not even be in Australia. But you've got a couple on Project Cars 2 that are from Australia, but they're not really known tracks. So that shouldn't be. I'm wondering what it would be like around there on soft tyres. 128s. I'm looking forward to them both. At least I can do both of them. Let's have a little look at the whole season. I haven't looked at this properly yet. So, in the nations, I'll do that one. I'll do that one. I don't know whether I'll do that one because that P1 is a bit not. I'll probably do it. Yeah, I'll just do it. So that's 1, 2, 3. Might do that if it's the Toyota you can use. 4, 5, 6. I can do 6 of them. I'll do 6 of them, I think. What? Let's have a little look at this season for the Porsche. Right, so we got Red Bull Ring. That should be okay in the Porsche. It's not massively overpowered, but the tyres should help it. Kyoto in the Porsche should be okay. Group 3, Tokyo Expressway South, Outer Loop. I don't know. I don't even know if that's the new one or what. I presume that's a new track. Is South Outer Loop the longer one or smaller one? Mount Panama Group 4. That I don't think that'll be particularly strong in the Cayman. Mount Panama, it's not got much torque up the hill and it's going to suffer on the straights. That might be quite weak. So that one has a chicane, that one doesn't, isn't it? No, that one doesn't. Oh my god. Why have they done 3 Tokyo tracks this season? Oh, come on. They're loving the Tokyo track, aren't they? Blue Moon Base Speedway. Ugh, I'm not doing that. I'm not even touching that one. Suzuka should be alright in the Porsche. It's probably the best car there, so some alright tracks for me, some that might not be so alright, but we'll see. Yeah, I've got the THA8. Have you got a bar in the where you put your seat though? Because if you've got a bar there, you're screwed. Because it just gets in the way. Don't know what to do now. I don't know whether to start. I'm gonna have to start. Do you know what? I'm gonna probably end the stream there because I've got to do a lot of I've got to catch up on all this PC stuff, so I've got to start downloading everything onto the PC. I need to get iRacing and that downloaded because I need to get on that tomorrow to practice. So I've got to do loads of downloading, so I might as well just end the stream there because I can't wait till 12 o'clock because otherwise I don't really want to be downloading stuff and doing all the full files for the me hard drives till like 3 in the morning. Just one race on? Nah, I'm not doing the race. I haven't even set a time on it. I'd have to qualify. So I haven't even qualified for that field, so can't be bothered doing that. I don't really like it anyway. I'm gonna leave it there because I need to get all me. I want to get all my hard drive sorted so that I can start recording footage again. I need to get it sorted really, so it's ready tomorrow night, Sunday, so I can start getting the videos back out because I don't want the delay in the videos. So I'm gonna end the stream there. Thank you for everyone who came into the stream. Thank you for everyone who's donated again tonight. I appreciate it massively. I will stream again tomorrow night. Probably again after 8 o'clock, 7:30, something like that. And I don't know what I'll do tomorrow night. I might try this again. I wanna have a good night. I wanna get a race where I don't have some bad luck. We'll see if we can get some better luck tomorrow night. Might be a longer. It might be if I can get on for about 8, maybe like a 3.5 hour stream again tomorrow. So see you all tomorrow, and thank you again for everyone who came in and donated again, and thank you for everyone who's just sat in the chat and watched the racing. I appreciate it, and see you all soon. See you later, everyone.